Protect us all. Protect us all. Protect us all. Yeah. Late night knock and the sirens glow. Mama's crying while the cold winds blow. Papers in their hands saying sign right here, but the children hold tight when the heroes appear. Boots hit the pavement, truth in his eyes. The CPS Punisher hears every lie. Not for the money, not for the fame. He's standing for the families calling his name. And beside him rides Queen Tiff strong, voice like thunder when the system's wrong. Shield for the broken, hope for the weak, fighting for the parents too scared to speak. No revenge burning in their hearts tonight, just love for the children and the will to fight, trying to keep every family whole. That's the fire living deep in their souls. The CPS Punisher, Queen Tiff by his side, standing for the families they tried to divide, holding the line so the children stay safe, never backing down, never losing faith. They'll fight together through the storm and pain, till families don't live in fear again. Voices rising loud across the nation's home. Protect our children, protect us all. Protect us all. Yeah. Courtroom shadows and the whisper spread, stories twisted till the truth seems dead. But the Punisher walks through the fear and smoke, giving strength to the people the system broke. Queen Tiff speaking with the warrior's flame, calling every injustice out by name. She says children need love, not endless control. You can't heal a family by breaking its soul. Neighbors gather raising signs up high, tears in their eyes but they won't hide. Every mother, every father knows love is the seed that a family grows. No revenge burning in their hearts tonight, just hope for tomorrow and the courage to fight, trying to keep every family whole. That's the fire living deep in their souls. The CPS Punisher, Queen Tiff by his side, standing for the families they tried to divide, holding the line so the children stay safe, never backing down, never losing faith. They'll fight together through the storm and pain, till families don't live in fear again. Voices rising loud across the nation's home. Protect our children, protect us all. Protect us all. One day the fear won't haunt these streets. One day the crying finally sleeps. One day the children all come home and know family stands alone. The CPS Punisher, Queen Tiff standing tall, fighting for the families, fighting for them all. Not for vengeance, not for hate, but to keep love stronger than the state. And they'll keep marching till the whole world says children belong with the families. Hearts unbroken, voices unchained, till every child is safe again.
They are taking our kids every day. A child a minute, no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallets. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. Can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You will no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She's tired of our kids being taken. God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up by Tiff Tack. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with hot speed. We will do so much being together. The birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you off one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. Your judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior. And we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping.
Wow, what a pain in the ass that was for us to get on this show, guys. If you guys even knew what we just went through, but we're here. That's that. We lost Becca along the way, but apparently I'm Becca. I'm going to change that right now.
I was like, we haven't even talked about anything, and they're already messing with us.
Oh my God, that was hell. That was pure freaking hell to get through here. But we're here. And I want to get back on to what we were just talking about, what we were discussing.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, Tiff, we talked about the app, right? We talked about
Yep.
this app that we had discovered.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on the, what was it on the NC?
The National Criminal
Justice
Training,
yeah,
something like that.
something juvenile training center, something.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what
that was what it was.
Right. So what it was this app that they have that tells them what is abuse. Like it's a doctor's. It's a thing where the kid gets injured and they have different like videos of showing injuries that are, I guess, injuries associated with abuse, and ones that if it's not. So, like for instance, if the video was up and they showed the thing that happened with you, with the boy getting the burn on the arm from Noodle, it would say, "Hey, don't call CPS on this. This isn't a reason." I mean, we know that that's exactly what would have happened, right? So, that's what this video in essence, this app is in essence for. So it's for like the mandated reporters and stuff to look and view if this is abuse that goes with child, like actual child abuse, or is this just an injury, right? Is that what I'm kind of gathering, that we figured this out now? So what the hell do they have this app for? Who's getting this app? And what is the purpose? Like, how is this a good or a bad thing? What do you think?
Well, I think it's good for parents if they have the app.
Right.
But here's the thing. CPS can deny that they're even using this app because they'll swear up and down they don't know what we're talking about. But it's an app because now I have it. I actually sent it to the lawyer that I'm working with. Now that I have it, I sent it to her. I want her to look at it. I don't know. I honestly don't know if they've been using it, especially in the case with me. Nobody should have called anybody.
Right. So this is it's just another thing. I don't know if this is a good thing or if it's a bad thing or if it's gonna bring more. I don't know. I mean, we were just having a great conversation about this, and then I forgot how the conversation went because I got so frustrated with all of this stuff. But like what? I don't even remember what the hell we were talking about. I was trying to keep the conversation.
I do.
Okay, good. Then you get it going for us.
Becca, I hope she comes back because she actually went through the app because she's had it longer than both of us. Said that in the dental part, that a dentist is supposed to call if a child has cavities. Are you fucking kidding me?
Cavities is a part of this. That's very nice.
Cavities.
Cavities is a part of this. That's wonderful.
Now, here's my thing. The Supreme Court has said medical decisions, educational decisions, the care, upbringing, discipline, all that shit is the parent's job, not the state. So who decides when a child goes to the dentist? Well, because I got to tell you, there's no law that says that a child has to go to the dentist at any certain age. It's recommended in Virginia when they start cutting teeth. Recommended does not mean mandate. And even if somebody mandated you, who gives them the right to tell you when to take your child to a doctor or the dentist?
Right.
Or, you know, most schools say, oh, we want them here by 5, no later than 6. Why?
Yeah.
The money, that's why.
Yeah, the clock starts ticking, right? They gotta punch the clock like 8 hours a day or something, right?
Yeah. And they want kids to start school. Like there is a cutoff, right? Like I think it's September or October. If they're not going to be 5 before a certain cutoff, then they have to wait to the following year.
Yeah.
But the time clock starts when a child turns 5 because now these schools want them in there for the money because they get money for IEPs, free lunch, minorities, and the amount of children that they have in these schools. They get money for all of it. But when Becca told me cavities.
Yeah, that's a little extreme, I think. Not a little extreme. I think that's a lot extreme. And now they'll be monitoring, you know, like your kid's doctor's visits, you know, like how many. See, I think the whole thing is that the mandated reporting thing is getting to be out of control. The mandated reporting thing is gone way out of line there was a oh wait, here we go. I am medically trained. Oh yeah, Jen Brabs says I am medically trained. We get a day of lectures and that's it, and it's inadequate for this. Yeah, so Jen, you know about this stuff. Hey Judith, welcome. Dr. Death's in the house again. Welcome back again, Mr. Dr. Death. Jen Brabson's here. Untreated cavities are an indicator for neglect. Okay, this is true, but what if you don't know your kid has a cavity? What if your kid had a cavity in the molar? Does that mean call CPS though? Does that mean CPS deserves to come get a knock at your door? No, absolutely not. You don't knock on, you don't have CPS come to take you and remove your kid, because this is the other thing that we all know is that they're not doing anymore coming to visit your house and check on the family and see how they're doing and do a safety. They're coming to your house to do removals. That's the only reason CPS is coming now. There's no more, hey, let's come to your house and see how everything's going and let's do this and that. They're not doing that at all. They're actually coming to your house and removing the children. And then they'll come back and say, well, if you want your kid back, let's do this, this, and this. So mandated reporters, you guys need to wake up and smell the coffee here, because this is getting out of control. Your dog's doggy walker is now a mandated reporter, and the penalties for them must be so severe that they don't even hesitate to call. Like, what is a penalty? I know we had somebody on the show one time that was a mandated reporter try to tell us what the deal was with mandated reporting, but I believe it was like a felony charge or something like that. Wasn't it something serious that they had said? That nurse came on that time and told us.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you why they want mandated reporters. Because they need snitches and they need other people to babysit other people. That's a Fourth Amendment violation. It's none of your fucking business. And I understand that untreated cavities might be an indicator. It is not an indicator, because I got to tell you, I got 2 of them. I can't tell you what the history is of their fathers. I don't know if these motherfuckers got teeth. I don't know what kind of shape they're in. I know nothing. Okay.
Right.
So one of them had to have 4 teeth pulled in the front, 2 baby root canals, 8 caps, and 2 porcelain caps. I wish I thought a motherfucker would call CPS on me. Right.
Right. Because you're having them brush their teeth all the time.
What?
You're about to do that shit,
I can't even buy baby toothpaste anymore because they don't use it to brush their teeth. They want to eat it. So, you want to eat toothpaste? We're going to use adult toothpaste because it tastes nasty, and I use the cinnamon kind. So
burn their mouth.
Yeah, you won't be eating that.
Right. But the point is that they brush their teeth.
Correct.
So just because they have cavities doesn't mean that CPS needs to come to your house and do a full-on investigation and do a drug test on you and babe and do all these other things. Like, there's no reason for them to come in and intrude your house because of that. There was no reason for them to come and cause all that hate and discontent with you guys when little man just went and burnt his arm on a noodle.
Yeah.
Like, there's just too much. There's too much out there that these guys are they're all just calling, they're all calling cops and calling DHS and all this stuff. They're doing like the ultimate of the ultimates. It's like bringing the SWAT team to a speeding ticket.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't bring the SWAT team every time that, you pull someone over for speeding, the SWAT team doesn't come. So why is it that CPS is going to come because of, something like this, something like a dentist, a cavity? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And they're like, to me, on the flip side of things, it makes total sense to me, because they've got multiple people now looking at a child that has some sign of something that a bunch of them can agree to disagree or not or whatever, but they'll say that there is some kind of neglect here and they're going to take your kid. It doesn't take too many of them or rocket science to figure out that you get 5 people around with each other that are threatened with the penalty of a felony for not doing mandated reporting, and a kid has just stunned his face up because he was running down the pavement and tripped on a rock. And one person is going to say, "Oh, well, I don't know, maybe that guy pushed her, or the dad pushed her. This is whatever." You know what I mean? And they're bringing CPS to come and take the kid because there's going to be 5 people in there. They're going to be like, "I'm not getting in trouble for this." Hell with that. Let the dad or whoever was with the kid get in trouble for this. So let's report this as abuse and neglect, and let's remove this kid. And that's the problem.
Do you remember when King was on that bounce house and I showed you pictures of his face?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay. So I called the doctor that night. Oh, I called the doctor's office. They have after hours. And they called me back and they were like, "No, just bring him in tomorrow, in case we need to give you antibiotic cream." Well, I'm going to tell you, the next morning when I woke up and I saw his face, I was mortified. Okay. We get to the doctor. And I swear to God, "Yeah, Grandma, it's just a road rash and it's almost Halloween." She was so unconcerned. Right? And I'm like, "Is he going to be okay?" And she's like, "Oh, he's going to be fine. Just keep it wet so it doesn't scar." And this is what I said to her: "Document everything on this child's face. Do you hear me? We do not need any problems." And she did.
Uh-huh. But what if you don't get someone that's so understanding with you? Like what if you don't? You get the one with the hair across their ass, or they're just pissed off at the world and they're just like, "I'm not even dealing with this. I'm going to call CPS." You know what I mean? Like that's the problem that we're facing. And I think that it's a great idea. What you had talked about before, and we were going to do that seminar coming up here at some point with the mandated reporters need to realize what kind of hate and discontent that they cause in the family by doing a mandated report. They need to know the chaos and the intrusion and all of that stuff that is caused when a mandated reporter makes a call about a child that needs to be in CPS.
Yeah, and I want to call it the dangers of mandated reporting, because they have no idea. And we talked about this, right? Like they go home at 3, 4, 5 o'clock. They have no clue, right? Or maybe they do. When that knock comes on that door, or like me, I get a phone call. "Oh, this is CPS. We're investigating you for medical neglect because of a burn." Bitch, please. I'm calling my lawyer.
Yeah.
They have no clue. And that's what pisses me off. And the ones that do have a clue, shame on you. But we're going to do that. We're going to do a whole thing on that. But mandated reporters, to me, are no better than working for the police as a snitch to bust somebody.
Yeah. Yep, I agree, 1,000%. And you know what happened to snitches?
They get stitches or they end up in ditches.
Yep. So I guess at the end of the day, this app thing is a good idea because it does show differentials in abuse and neglect, or abuse anyway. But on the same hand, it's giving people more options to call and say, "Hey, this kid showed up with a swollen elbow," or something like that. Or now, like Mary said, like now they're going to know how many times your kids have gone to the doctors, or now they're going to, you know what I mean? Like there's so much information that these guys weren't privy to before that we're just going to hand them over on a silver platter in using these type of apps and these types of the devices.
I remember when my daughter's case was going on. Of course, we had Pat.
Right. So that was good.
Well, the day we left court, there was like a fair or something going on where she lived.
Who was having an affair?
The fair was in town.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And her son, was running and skid, took his face just like the other one.
Yikes.
So we immediately called Pat. And you know what he said? "God damn, boys will be boys. I mean, what do they want you to do? Put them in bubble wrap?"
Right. Yeah. You ain't lying there. You are not lying there.
And boys, I'm gonna tell you, I had 3 girls and 1 boy. I thought my son was gonna kill me. He was jumping out of trees, jumping over fences, broke his hand playing football. Boys are rough.
Right.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Girls just steal your makeup and your clothes.
And your heart.
For the men.
Yeah, and your heart. Well, I mean, who else is this?
Well,
Girls,
yeah, my girl
girls
stole
are
my heart too.
Yeah, girls are traditionally evil, I think.
Well, I know mine are.
And that's all that's important, Tiff, is that you know that yours are.
Mine are.
Yeah. Just are hellions. Hellions is a good word for that.
Yeah.
But overall, your kids are really good, though. I mean, I've met most of them. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. I'm trying to find this for you guys so I can post the link, but I don't remember. Oh, you said you sent it to me, right?
The link. No, Becca sent it. Actually, so let me tell you about the HIPAA law in Virginia.
Sure.
There's no use in signing a HIPAA law because on that HIPAA form it clearly says unless we will hand over papers to police investigators, CPS, the prosecutor, etc., etc., etc. What's the use in signing a HIPAA for privacy? Because in Virginia it clearly says CPS, police, whatever, whatever. No.
Yeah.
So that HIPAA is supposed to be private, but if you read the fine print, it clearly says they will turn over your medical records to CPS without your consent.
And without your medical consent. So that goes against what the Supreme Court says about.
Well, of course it does.
Which that's crazy. Like, where are these guys getting this authorization or the authority to override what the Supreme Court says, and not only what the Supreme Court says, but the Constitution of the USFA? And then even more than that, what about we the people? So where is this bottom of the barrel authority holding so much weight and so much power in our system of government? It doesn't make any sense at all.
Because they don't have the power. We give them the power. How do you fight a bully?
Cut its head off one at a time.
No, you stand up to that motherfucker and tell him you're not afraid of him.
Oh, I thought you said a bull. Sorry, I was thinking like
bully.
Yeah, right. Got you.
No, I'm not fighting no bull. I'm leaving. I'm going the opposite way.
Yeah, you're not going to be on the bull run there, the run of the bulls.
And whoever's with me, you better run because I'm gone. I'm telling you now, I'm leaving your ass.
Right. You don't need to run faster than the bull. You just got to outrun you.
Right.
So, but she can run too. She's pretty quick and nimble in her older days.
You gotta be when you got like 3 of them, 4 of them under 6.
Oh God. Oh man, I'm gonna leave that one right out. I was just counting the numbers. I'm like, who is these people?
Yeah, but, all my little grands. I love when my older ones are here because I'm like, go get up.
Right. I'm busy. That's funny.
I don't want to run after them today. You go get them.
Right. Well, I mean, that's one of the joys of parenting. Like that's one of them. It sucks now because you're in the moment.
Yeah.
When you're actually doing, nothing, then it gets to be it gets to be a little much.
Did you get the link so you can post it?
I'm looking right now.
If not, I'll send it to you again.
Yeah, you could do that.
I will do that.
All right. Let's see. Daddy, we like to party. Where are you? Link. Okay, here's the link. 2018. All right, cool. All right, now how do I do that?
I just sent it to you.
I know. I was looking up. Beck is right here. How do we get that? Oh, look at that juice. Mr. Jefferson. 3, 2, 1. Contact.
Say it again. Say hi, Darren.
Hi,
Hey, buddy. How are you? Hey, buddy. Baby shark. Baby shark.
Baby shark.
Baby shark.
Baby shark.
Baby shark.
Okay,
He loves
don't.
baby shark.
My baby shark. He knows.
Yeah, baby shark's not in the water. Here.
He wants in the He wants in the cup.
Mommy.
Yeah, he wanted to put his hands in my cup because you said baby shark.
Oh, you know what? Josie's on right now. Let's see if we can get her in here. Let's see here. Let me see. I'm trying to open up the link and trying to see this here. All right. Let's see. Oh, that'd be nice to hear from Josie. But I'm trying to pull up that. Let's see here. Medical information is regarded as private and protected by HIPAA laws. Everything related to medical matters brought up in court ought to remain thoroughly confidential. Haha, Jennifer Brabson, no. However, CPS is now infiltrating smaller by smaller rules of engagement with the HIPAA stuff, making it who has access to your HIPAA or your HIPAA, blocked information or whatever you call it. CPS is now working towards being able to get everything released to them, and going right around the HIPAA protections, and that sucks. So make sure you get a hold of your Congress people or whoever you want to, your senators, governors, whatever. Tell them that you definitely don't want that to take place. The last thing that we need is to be able to lose one of our privileges that we've been granted, which I don't know, is HIPAA, is your right to HIPAA, is that a where does the HIPAA protection for us come in play? Is this an older thing? Is it when does HIPAA come on the line, Tiff?
They started doing HIPAA here about 20 years ago.
Mommy, it's here, Mommy.
Yeah, I see. I got headphones. He's talking about my headphones.
Yeah.
Mommy.
He's trying to listen.
Mommy.
Yeah. So I'm looking up. I'm going to actually have to get the actual form, because it is on the form. And as soon as I saw that, I said, I'm not signing this because this does not protect my privacy or anybody else's privacy because of this line right here. And she was like, well, you don't have to sign it. I said, oh, I know. I don't have to sign anything. Nobody's going to make me contract with anybody.
Right.
So I'm going to have to get one the next time I go to a doctor's office.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder if they get paid bonuses for mandated reporting. You think
I
that there's
will
a
tell you
bonus?
this. When I called the doctor to get the proof that I had taken him to the doctor, she was like, well, if you come up here and sign a waiver, we can send the medical records. I said, no. They don't need to know anything except that one day. And she said, oh, if you just want it for one day, you come up here and sign a release for individual, right, to me. Because I don't sign releases. I signed it for me to get a copy of it.
Right.
Because I can't get into the parent portal. That's my problem. I'm not good enough.
What? Writing
that's
your
what I
name
told her.
Address?
No, it's online where I can go and pull up all their information. And every time I do, I'm like, you're going to have to reset me the, link. I got to reset my password. And I said, I'm just coming. I'm just coming up there.
I will be there when I get there. This is all done by design. Well, you know what? That's kind of a smart thing to do because then they can't plan on CPS being there when you come and bring them in. It really is smart if you think about it. Obviously, you thought about it. But, now CPS doesn't have a roadmap of when you're going to come in and bring your cavity infested child in, which I don't think cavity infestation is not, that's a whole different story. But if your kid has 1 or 2 cavities, there's no need to call the freaking, on anybody, because I mean, everybody when they were younger, and we were talking about this earlier, it wasn't with you, but how much, oh my, I just can't recall it. Wow. Can't recall what,
But see, here's my thing.
what the hell was,
like,
yeah.
I just lost my train of thought. Damn,
Oh
Darren.
God. Yeah, they're just sucking it right through us. Sucking it right through. Yeah. Does anybody else want to get in here and talk about this with us? Yeah. If you guys have anything on this, you should come in and talk about it with us. The bonuses are immunity from civil and criminal liability when a report is made in good faith. The penalties for failing to report when required. Yeah, there is a specific line of penalties that they do get. They told us, I don't remember who told us it, but they definitely told us that there was penalties for it. And, well, there's penalties for it.
Here's my thing, too. If mandated reporters would just do a little bit of research, like looking at sign in, sign out sheets, emails to teachers, etc., there would be no need to call CPS, right?
Right.
And my thing for me is, the first thing I'm not a hypocrite, okay? And my own kids will tell you, like, when they all hit 16, they're like, oh, we want a tattoo. Well, I can't say no. I just have to sign for it. Or if they wanted a piercing, I can't be a hypocrite.
Right.
Why would I be a hypocrite now?
You're going to be a hypocrite? Get it?
Yeah, hypocrite.
Hypocrite. Ah, that's a good one.
So, with all the shit that I preach, why would I abuse and neglect a child? That makes absolutely no fucking sense to me.
No, it's a great, yeah, it makes no sense. You're absolutely right. But it's just disgusting. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I got 10 grandkids. Do they get on my nerves? Every last one of them get on my nerves. Do I want to yoke them up? Oh, yeah, I want to yoke them up. Do I? No.
Not when they're around.
Right? Like, there's a difference in feeling like you want to do something, like smack the shit out of one of them.
Yep.
And actually doing it. 9 times out of 10, I'm like, get your child, because you already know. And that's all I have to say.
And it's off to the races they go.
Yeah. And they take care of it.
Yep.
It just blows my mind.
And with whatever they've got going on now, the stuff will stick, man, it's just, I can't believe, well, I just can't believe it. I mean, what's going to be next? Who's going to be the next mandated reporter? Who's going to be the next one that says that I've got a tattle on somebody because my kid's shirt was on backwards, or something? Like, who's going to actually do these things, be responsible for them? And, well, and that's that, I guess. Let's see. I think I got to do a stand up here. You know what I'm going to do?
But people also need to see if they live in a corporal punishment state, because I do. And
so
our Supreme Court has already said, the punishment must fit the crime.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. You can slap your kid's teeth down their throat, not literally, but you can slap your child in their mouth.
Right.
You can spank your child.
Right.
And it's not illegal, but the punishment has to fit the crime. And I agree with that. And I do firmly believe that nobody should be hurting a child. Period.
Right. I agree. 1,000%. There we go. That 1,000%. But we just need to figure out how we can strangle out this whole mandated reporter thing and get it. Sorry guys, I don't have any. My moderator is supposed to be moderating my devices. There we go. So
You know how we fix mandated reporters?
stop allowing them.
No. We just start sending CPS to their house.
Yeah, you're right. You think that this is a joke? Here you go. You think that this is easy street? Here you go. Come on in, mandated reporter. Yeah, hell yeah. I like that.
Yeah. Because even mandated reporters can have CPS cases.
Yeah.
And you're right. Some of those reporters view themselves as heroes. Well, my personal opinion is they're all zeros, because a child, even in an abusive home, still fares way better in that home versus being removed. Now, I'm not saying the CPS shouldn't monitor them. Absolutely. The only way, in my opinion, that a child should be removed is if this child is beat from head to toe, and I mean beat from head to toe, bruises, the whole 9 yards, or sexually abused. Absolutely.
Right. You're damn right. It should be. And I don't even know if that's CPS. That
Absolutely.
Should be, if you find out that some kid's getting abused and assaulted that bad, hopefully the neighborhood fathers come together and they put some old-fashioned whoop ass on that person, because people need to learn that they got to keep their hands to themselves if they don't deserve it. If these kids, and that's what I believe. That's why, what? All of this legislation stuff that we're all trying, all of it, it's all great. Okay. It's all it's a step towards trying to fix something that's the only way we're going to fix all this is completely abolish this system. Period. There's no other way.
I agree with that.
Yeah, there's no other way that we're going to fix any of this other than to abolish the system, tear it down, start back up, or don't start at all. Make it a very minimal, system, or
no. You know what we do? We get rid of CPS altogether.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And you know what we do? We now turn this shit to criminal.
Mommy.
Because you have more rights in a criminal case than you do in a CPS case.
Right.
A murderer has more rights than a parent involved with CPS.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's crazy. I mean, that's the way it goes for a lot of places. Like if you go to if you're lucky enough to go to the hotel, here or there, and you go and see the maitre d', when you go down there, you're seeing a lot of people not making it out there for the release, but you'll see child molesters, or you'll see guys that have sexual assaults against them for underage children or whatever. They're letting them walk free. They get a bail. But yet someone that shoplifted is stuck stuck down there in the system and in there for months, if not years at a time, before anything. So they always lean towards the enemy, it seems like, the ones that are already doing this. And damn well they're not vetting these mandated reporters. They're just filling. How easy it was for me to get a membership on Jesus God Almighty, what's the name of the site? HCT. It's nuts. We got to get rid of the mandated reporters. We got to get rid of CPS. We got to get rid of the whole system. It just all needs to be shaken down and go back to the neighborhood watch program. Because that will be, and little Johnny shows up at school with a black eye, and them kids come home and say, Johnny had a black eye again, Dad. Well, let's get those dads out there and start doing what dads are supposed to be doing. And that's being role models in our communities. That's being the muscle if the kids need it, giving children a solid and stern role model, as well as a person that they can go to make sure that they get what they need. I know that people still have it in them. I know that the sickness that we don't speak of on here, so that they don't kick us off, made it so that we became socially estranged. So now it's time to, my opinion, time to turn it back up. That's my opinion. But how do we get there? I don't know. It's a hell of
I don't either.
I don't either. But
I do know one thing.
7.
We can start a grandma's club because
I think we
I
should.
know some feisty grandmas.
Yeah. I'm surprised my mother is not flying up here right now. Jen says, Darren. Jen says, Darren needs my bill passed. Make parenting great again. That's my bill. Yep. And actually, Jen, it's become kind of your bill. You've been the one that's been the presser for it, and the one that's informing, and hopefully you're showing that to people, and they're getting it. Whether they are or not, who knows? But at least we're trying. We're trying to do something. It's better to do something than nothing. But who else? What else? And who else do we got out there, Tiff, that we need to put the squash or the kibosh to, do you think, to make this an even playing field for the parents, the kids, and those that, the ones to be, What else? What other things could we pinpoint that we need to knock out and make it so that people aren't sitting at home scared every night that their kid's going to be taken?
Well, I don't think it's so much knock out the attorneys. I think that we need to get more attorneys on board who are not afraid to take on CPS, like Pat.
Yeah. Like Lewis.
Right, and Lewis. And because I got to tell you, in all honesty, Pat is working his shit here in Virginia, and I'm helping, and Stacy's helping.
Yeah.
It's more the advocates, right? Because out of all the attorneys in this fucking state, in 37 years, I've only found one attorney that will really do the fucking job. That's disgusting. I don't know why they're so afraid of CPS.
Right. Yeah, I don't know either. But what are we going to do? What are we going to do so that we can get these things right and get these things so that others will follow suit?
One of the things that I brought up in my last meeting here, I said, we need these judges to be retrained. You know how you have to take, like, if you're a CPS person or a CPR person, you went and took the course and you have to renew every year. I think that the judges need to get a refresher course every year in their own state.
Yep.
And hear from parents and advocates and lawyers who are afraid to speak up. But I will say this. I think the newer judges or the younger judges are really seeing what's going on here in Virginia. But again, the legislative body talks to these judges, right? So the people that I'm in these meetings with, some of them have already had discussions with judges, and they do see what's going on.
Right. Man, oh man, it's just something else. It's just, day after day after day, just nonsense. Things that we're trying, but
at the end of the day, Darren, we talk about this all the time. At the end of the day, it's us that have to stand up, right? Because we are the government, and it drives me crazy. Because I'll hear people call me, oh, she's just a constitutionalist. Oh, she's a Marxist. Oh, she doesn't believe in government. And I laugh. I'm like, are you kidding me? We are the government. You need to go back and learn what the hell you're talking about. We, the people, are the government, not the government.
Right.
They
Yep.
only have the power that we give them. And if you give them zero power over you, they have zero power over you.
Mm-hmm. It's freaking awful. Let's see here. Most states don't have an updated one.
Oh, the bench books. Yeah, our state hasn't updated their bench book yet either.
Oh man. So man, I don't know. I just don't know, Tiff. That app's gonna do something for somebody and somehow, and I feel like they're gonna
Did you
read it
put
out
it up?
wrong. Oh yeah, no, I was busy doing that other thing. Sorry. Let's see here. Oh, here she is, Josie. This is where I got sidetracked before. Show right, please. Josie Belleville. You guys all know who Josie Belleville is, right? She's the one from Canada
Yeah.
that started the red coats up there.
Mm-hmm.
They're cranking right along. She's I love Josie. She's great. Let me send Le Soleil.
You can also find your bench books for your states on uscourts.gov, or go to your Virginia, not your Virginia Supreme Court. That's where I live. Your state Supreme Court,
Right.
and the book should be on there. But they are outdated. Ours is still showing 2025.
All right. 2025. I can't believe it's this late already. 2026. Life's just flying by.
In less 4.5 months, it's going to be January.
Oh Jesus! 3.5 months and it's gonna be Christmas.
I know, my fall tree, my Christmas tree will be going up soon. Ha ha ha.
Oh wait, it's not even that time yet. We've still got another month. I swear though, after 4th of July now, it's like it goes right back to winter. You know what I mean? Like you're just starting to get ready for winter again. And it used to never be that way. Oh yeah, did everybody see this this video we did? I just want to show this if nobody saw it or not. This one's pretty cool. Check this out, guys. I did this this was a couple weeks back, and I always forget about some of the stuff that I made. But then there's this one right here. I just like this one. It's a quick little blurb, but if I can find where the button is. All right, that's not the right button. That's not the right button. That's not it. Here it is.
Comes, they take everything, and you are left alone in the dark. But the angry citizen knows your rights. Becca watches every move they make. The CPS Punisher has faced this fight before, and Tiff, she never lets go. Together, they bring the light back home. Join the Tiff and The Punisher family. We fight together.
No one has a thing to say for those who have been.
Love that one.
I
Sorry,
do
I had to do that. Yep, thank you. All right, let me put this up again. Now here I'm getting all sidetracked. Let me send this to Josie Belleville. Maybe she'll come in and join us and give us a little update on what she's got going on up in Canada. Because where's John been? John's not been around.
Yeah, we were talking about him last week or the week before.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, God darn it. Remember that one time he said on a show, he said, if I'm ever missing, make sure you do this. But I don't remember what he said to do.
We better check the jails.
Well, I don't know. Or maybe the funeral homes, I guess.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Yeah, Jesus, I know it. Yeah, that's a good one, too. Let me see if I can find it. I know where it is. It's on my TikTok. Let me put that one up, too. I think that one's pretty funny.
I do, too.
TikTok. I think we need to start using a little bit more TikTok, Tiff. TikTok, Tiff.
I don't know how to use TikTok like that.
It's pretty easy. There we go.
Well, you'll have to give me a crash course.
Yeah,
But you do all the videos. I'll just have to remember my password.
So I actually wanted to surprise you because
I don't know what this is, but we're gonna go. Let's see here. Where am I? Log in. There.
You know, they just made homelessness illegal in America.
Oh.
Can you imagine that? It's illegal to be homeless, but not illegal to make you homeless. Criminalizing being poor when you are made poor by a criminal system. You're not allowed to not have enough money to pay for your own survival, but they're allowed to make your survival too expensive to pay for. And if you have any blotch on your credit record, why, it may as well be a criminal record. You can't rent, you can't get a job, you can't secure housing, you can't get a car, anything. And they talk about China's social credit system. Well, you invented it. They've got your social security number around your neck like an iron collar. Everybody in that country has debt collectors chasing after them like bloodhounds after an escaped convict. Well, you know, there's something called the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, and that's supposed to protect you. But they don't want anyone to know about it. They want you to think that your only recourse is to go to the government for help. When it's that same government that puts you in debt, keeps you in debt, and is itself in debt. The same government that is bought and paid for by the very predatory, parasitic companies that make life too expensive in America, that make it impossible to get an education without drowning in debt for the rest of your life. The same government and the same courts that have taken all the rights and protections away from you and given them to corporations and given them to the super rich. They don't want you to even know about your rights under international law. You know, they just made homelessness illegal in America. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just, and you know what? I sit here and I watch this, and you know, like they're doing this because, you know, like all those tent cities pop up and everything. And those tent cities, I'll bet you, and I'm going to put this out there. If anybody's got a statistic on this or not, please put it up in the chat or let me know. But how many of those people in these homeless encampments and, you know, these places that they're trying to either take them down or relocate them or whatever, it was caused by CPS starting the BS. You know, like they crushed people's souls and their freedom of liberties that were allowed here in the United States. You know, like, and that's pretty well, it's pretty awful. Pretty freaking awful. Oh. So yeah, anybody that sees anything suspicious over here at yeah. Man, oh man.
Darren, pull your video up because it's almost time because my little one's getting a little crazy.
Yeah, I'm getting a little let's see, this is not Darren. This isn't me. That's why. Well, I mean, it is me, but it's not the CPS Punisher one. Let me see here. Pull it up. Pull it up. No, I don't want that one. I want another one. Why is this doing this here? Let me do something here while we're doing this. No one needs to see all my stuff. What I mean, what do you think about yesterday Erica was the winner of the book. So we need to I'll get that out to you today or tonight. I'll make sure I send that to you. Make sure, Erica, I'm pretty sure you sent me your address and everything, but just in case you didn't do it, and that way I can ship you out the book. You'll get a nice a nice little piece of the Constitution and CPS in your hands. That way you can arm yourself if you ever need to, in an emergency, figure out how to fight CPS off the cusp, you know. So that's what we're doing. This book tells you everything that you need to know about the Constitution. Maybe probably not everything, but damn sure knows a lot of things that you need to cover with CPS getting involved in your with your life and everything. There we go. Now I'm in here. Sorry about that. View profile. Now we can share this with you guys. All right. Perfect. Okay. What are we looking for in my video? Screaming. Yep.
Do not cross this threshold. If you have no warrant, you get off this property. Go inside. You need to watch the program on that sign. You don't know your rights. You all know better. This is intimidation and you know it. Do your job and do it right. Watch that program Monday through Thursday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern. We don't need to make this world harder than it already is. Do not cross this threshold. If you have no warrant, you get off this property. Go inside. You need to watch the program on that sign. You don't know your rights. You all know better. This is intimidation and you know it. Do your job and do it right. Watch that program Monday through Thursday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern. We don't need to make this world harder than it already is.
Oh, I love that one. Let's see, what else do we got up here for a minute? Have you ever, oh, my cats ones. Let's see, what are some of the older ones that I have here? Because I had a pretty good run here for a little while when I was making these videos. Let's see what, trying to see, let's see, I'm looking for this one in particular here, clearly. Where is it? Where are you? There's one that looks like, well, it's kind of scary looking. I love this kid. We need to get him back in here.
I like that paper to back it up. So not only did I put in the tort to let them know I'm coming for them, right? They got mad because remember, I'm suing 2 states, Connecticut and Massachusetts, because see, this was not anything that had to do with custody. This is a constitutional violation. Amendments were violated, constitutional rights were violated. I mean, they took my son at gunpoint from the hospital. They had no judge signature, no warrant, no probable cause. So I started to do my homework and I contacted the police. I was like, yeah, I want the police report. They said there's no police report. How you came over 20 deep and you put a whole hospital on lockdown, pulled out your gun, had my family locked in an elevator, and you telling me there was no police report whatsoever? Nah. So they emailed me and just told me the officers that were involved. Even better for me, because when I started filing my 1983 individual, I wasn't doing it all together because I already know they have immunity. And then so Attorney General, the Claims Commissioner, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Boston, they all got theirs. And so Massachusetts was mad today, and they tried to tell me they didn't have it. I'm like, oh, so you didn't get my tort? Okay, no, you didn't? It's all right, because I made 6 copies and I'm mailing them back in there. And they're like, hold on real quick, hold on. And then they were like, oh yeah, we got it. Here's your docket number. I'm like, yeah, don't play with me. So, I like that.
So how's he doing, Tiff?
He's doing all right. He's not doing great. He's doing all right.
No, is he making it? You're not making any good progress off of his case.
Well, he might in his lawsuits, but yeah, he's just having a rough time right now.
Yeah. Oh wow, they put me in a lot of community guideline problems. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
I can't see that.
Yeah, community guideline violations.
Yeah,
I'm not sure which ones they are, but let me see what else we got here. We do one more, one that you guys have never really seen. Here is this one here was my biggest ever that I had from everybody. 20-something thousand views I got on this one right here. Let's see. 20,000 views. Where are you? Did they take that one down too? Where the hell is it? It looks like they might have done that. They might have taken it down. What? Oh no, here it is. No, that's one with 12. Oh, here it is, right here. 20,000. 6 days ago in Boston, Massachusetts, a man fighting for his kids grew some balls. Check this out. You need to watch this. It's very important.
Federal dollars, Title IV funding is, in my opinion, the reason we are all here today. Greed, HIPAA violations, big egos, failure of duty, breach of contracts, forced contracts, perjury, fraud, and abuse of process are just the tip of the iceberg in this case. I have consistently completed every task and more on the service plan. I paid for a hair follicle test to the tune of $1,200 out of pocket, which irrefutably proved I was in sustained remission. At this time is when DCF and High Point Treatment Center were going at it as to who was at fault. Then I guess it just made more financial sense to cover each other and turn on my son and I. I have been assaulted, threatened, gaslit, and called crazy, to say the least.
So, sir, are you saying that you hadn't used substances, but there was a false positive test?
Yes.
Any of that sound familiar to any of you out there? Any of you have those problems? Check this out.
He was adequate until this stuff started happening to be someone you were going to return the child to. Then things happen. And I'm trying to figure out how it can be that someone who's on track to get their child, I mean, there's lots of ways it could be, but someone who's on track to get their child, you're not reporting in complete things about taking the kid to McDonald's, you know, and locking the car doors. And there's, so far as I can see, there's nothing like that before April 2021. And then that starts. And I'm not saying that's not adequate to terminate parental rights. The question is, what makes you think it's not going to stop, particularly since I don't think you even know what's causing it?
So,
is it so? Is there one good judge lighting up this DHS witch? Let's watch.
even before 2021, a father struggling with his mental health issues. There are
DCF was very content with him until April of 2021. When was the trial held?
So the first trial in this matter, Your Honor, was held.
The real trial.
So it began in November 9th, 2021.
Okay, so 7 months after these symptoms begin is when the trial is. And the court has to find clear and convincing evidence that these things will continue indefinitely into the future.
Yes, that is correct.
And what is the basis for that finding?
So the basis for that finding, Your Honor, is, as I said, the sort of rapid decline that we see starting in April of 2021. And the department would argue that that is characteristic of a longer pattern of behavior, that yes, that behavior got substantially worse.
6 days ago in Boston, Massachusetts. That was my biggest one that I ever had right there. 20,000 views. Huh. Good stuff. So if you guys want to check this out, go to you can go to my TikTok. I'm CPS Punisher there. What's your TikTok, Tiff?
Hold on. Tiff and The Punisher.
Oh, very nice. All right. Let's see, who's that? Doobie Snacks. Thank you, man. Praise Israel. You know what, baby? First Amendment here. You know what? You're always free. You can put what you want up here, guys. This is First Amendment zone. We go by what the Constitution says. So praise Israel. Thanks, Doobie Snacks, for checking in and being on here. Tiff, when the kids are old enough, get them involved with the Habitat for Humanity. It's worthy of it. Let's see. Oh yes, the post for the link for the app. That's right. Son of a biscuit, and then we'll get out of here. Let's see here. Hopefully, let me see. You just sent it to me again, correct?
Yeah, it's in your messenger.
Did you yell at me?
I'm not yelling.
All right.
You would know if I was yelling.
I'm sure. There's no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. All right, you said the kids are getting that. I was going to say, let's see. She wants to come in here for one. Do you hear? Are you counting?
That's not me counting.
Oh, do you hear it?
No.
You don't hear that thing? Going,
no, Darren. I'm trying to concentrate.
oh my gosh, the voices in my head, I guess.
And I just sent something else to your messenger too.
Messenger. What did you send me? What is that? Oh my gosh. What am I looking at that? What is it?
I'll text it to you.
Okay. Is it this one here? The www.clla? Junior.
Hold on. I gotta look at it again.
Let's see here. Is that here?
It says terms and conditions. Open it up.
Okay, that's the one that we got to get.
It's childprotectorapp.com.
Okay, here it is. Copy. All right, so oh Jesus Christ, the thing just went to freeze up too, so this is perfect. So I'm gonna put this in here.
You're not froze right now.
No, not yet, but it's gonna shut me down in a second. So we're good, a perfect time here. I'm just trying to get it in here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Resume.
Child protector.
I got it. I can't get it in the chat. Mommy. Oh shit. And Becca's not in the issue.
It's childprotectorapp.com.
Yes, it is. I'm not going to be able to write it up here. I can't get it on. I'm frozen.
That's okay. That's why I told them.
All right. So, oh shoot, fire! I'm trying to just get it so I can get us out of here.
Or if you hit me up, I'll send it to you on Messenger.
And don't forget our book.
Yes, our book dropped.
Yep, we're there. So make sure that you guys all should have a chance to check that out. Give it to a friend. Let everybody know. You guys just pass it on to whoever you need to, because it's important to be educated when you need it and not when you don't need it. So we will catch you all tomorrow, same time, same place. We got Toast coming up on Thursday, so make sure you guys are here for that. It's going to be exciting. So until tomorrow, we'll catch you all later. Bye, Tiff.
They said don't fight the system. They said stay quiet. They were wrong. Lock in. We are exposing what so many have failed to. We are going to show you what bar attorneys have hidden from all of us. Hundreds of thousands of children and twice that of parents have been lied to and walked down the road of termination. It's the death penalty. We're all of the protesters, the ones who fight for the rights of prisoners, dogs, illegal immigrants. Why aren't you coming to the aid of our children and families? Right here in America, every day a child per minute is kidnapped.
And no one cares. We fight alone until today. CPS Punishers mount up. Here comes the CPS Punisher.
Anonymous tip, another lie from one of them. No warrant, no proof, just a badge and a grin. Stealing kids like trophies, thinking they'll win. Mama crying on the porch, daddy in the cage. System wrote the script, but the CPS Punisher just flipped the page. The educator they banned, I see every violation, every forged line, every ex-part hearing, every stolen time. One tap of the app and the truth ignites. Welcome to the CPS Punisher, now we can fight.
CPS and the courts have lied to us all.
The courts will not disgrace the family. CPS Punisher, here to avoid the chains and expose in the night. The binder full of secrets and weapons you all need. Ab initio, watch me void that lie. Fourth Amendment armor, watch the tyrants cry. Falsified drug test gone in a flash. I see Tevio, warrior, due process king. Every parent hero when the hotline rings. I call it justice. Download the truth, now the system busts us. From the courtroom to the streets, hear the battle cry. The CPS punishers arrive. Kiss your bar asses goodbye. They tried to silence us. Now we're the loudest voice in the room.
CPS Punisher.
Here to avoid the chains and expose the game.
CPS Punisher.
The educator they never wanted you to find.
Punisher.
The children never leave again. Families rise, we never look back. We now use the CPS Punisher. This ain't revenge. This is reunification. This ain't rage. This is resurrection. Open the app. Step into the fight. You ready?
CPS Punisher.
The app you need when they took your kid.
CPS Punisher.
The truth they hid, now the truth gets lit.
Punisher.
Download the power, take back the throne.
Punisher.
You're never alone. CPS Punisher. The educator they never wanted you to find. Void complete. Family restored. The bar is finished. The Constitution will prevail. Judges do what's right. Treason is your penalty.
CPS Punisher.
Here comes the CPS Punisher.